All right, this morning, President Trump tweeted, "Do you think the 3 UCLA basketball players will say, 'Thank you, President Trump'? They were headed to jail for 10 years. Well, I don't know about that. It's unclear whether or not they were headed to jail for 10 years. But LeAngelo Ball, Jalen Hill, and Cody Riley are back at home after being detained for an investigation into shoplifting allegations. The players will speak at 2 Eastern today at UCLA. And it just so happens that one of our reporters happened to be in China at the time. Arash Markazi is with us here in Los Angeles. You've been traveling all over the world. Thank you for joining us. Yes. First of all, I want to walk this back. You were in China for a gaming event. You were doing an entirely different story in Beijing, from my understanding. This story broke. And so the story becomes, obviously international news. Tell me what happened and take us behind the scenes a little bit and how we got to where we are today.
Well, you know what? It was really sort of a goodwill tour, just a game to cover and really just to kind of have fun. And then, Tuesday we've kind of find out about the 3 players who were questioned, and they were taken into custody, and then they were released. And that really changed the course of my trip. I mean, it really had to be covering this, finding out what they stole, how long they will be in jail for. I mean, they really weren't in jail, to be honest, though.
Yeah, they were
at the Hyatt Regency Hangzhou, which was a nice hotel. Listen, you don't want to stay there forever, but yeah, listen, they were not in jail.
Yeah, from my understanding, it was a lakeside hotel.
Lakeside hotel was very nice.
So in China, this is a serious offense. They were they've been accused of stealing, what, sunglasses?
Sunglasses. Now, from my sources, they stole from 3 different stores. This was a high-end mall. There's a Cartier. There's a Gucci. So what exactly they stole, we're not sure, and I don't even know if it matters. The fact is that they shoplifted. There's surveillance cameras. So there's proof of it. Now, at that point, it was like, what's the punishment for the players? Everyone I've talked to said it was going to be 1 to 2 weeks. I know
1 to 2 weeks what?
In confinement. Now, they were going to come back at some point. This was a goodwill tour. I don't think there was ever a chance of these guys being in jail for 1 year or 10 years.
Okay, so yeah, that was a bit extreme.
It was a little extreme.
So we know that President Trump did intervene. He did talk about that. So now that the guys are back home, there's a 2 p.m. press conference. From my understanding, they are going to face the media, and they will apologize. Do you expect to hear anything earth-shattering during this press conference today?
From what I've been told, Carrie, they will make a statement, but they will not take any questions. I am hoping, though, by the end of the day, we'll find out what the punishment is. The school would like to move on at some point. So that's the next big question. What is the punishment for these guys? They will be suspended. They will not be expelled, but how long will they be gone for? And I think the quicker the school comes to that decision, the quicker we can move on.
Okay, so that means, and I just want to make sure it's layman terms, they still will be on the team, just not playing or traveling.
I do think it's important to know that at least 2 of these players got their passports specifically for this trip. They are 1 year removed from high school. They are teenagers. They made a mistake, and from one person that I talked to that was in the hotel when they were being questioned, the look on their face was a look that he had never seen before.
Yeah.
So I think that they knew they were shoplifting, not knowing they were shoplifting in China.
Yeah, right. They knew they were in trouble. All right. Arash Markazi will be at the press conference. That's 2 p.m. Eastern. That will be live on ESPN News. Make sure you guys check it out. And they are kids. I'm glad that you pointed that out. Thanks for joining us here.